Welcome back to the show. Let's get right to it. Kings Clippers the other night. I was hoping for a get back game. Clippers came in, kicked our butts at home, and that did not happen at all. Second night of a back to back after the playing the Nets, we go into Los Angeles and got our butts kicked. There's it was from the very beginning. There's no questions asked. Very beginning. I had texted my mom, told her at the end of the first quarter, they came out flat, no energy. If they didn't pick it up soon, it was going to get ugly and it was going to get ugly quick. And sure enough, it got ugly and it got ugly quick. I'm not going to lie. I turned it off halfway through the second quarter. I just couldn't take it. It's like, oh, well, you know what? If they're going to take a night off, I'm going to take a night off and I'm going to find something else to watch. Uh, it got bad. I mean, middle of the second quarter, the score was 70-41, almost down 30 points, 29 points in the second quarter. You're down. Like, no, sorry, I got better things to do than watch that butt kicking. Like, come on, like, there's no sense in watching that. It just got uglier as it went. At one point, they were down by 30 points, and how I can't watch that. Sorry. I got better things to do with my life than watch a butt kick in a team that obviously didn't want to play that night. I don't want to watch you either. Like, that's just how it is. Simple. Let's put it that way. Um, they shot terrible. It was the complete opposite game from against the night before against the Nets. They shot 27% from three and 41% overall. You're not going to win many games shooting like that. That's terrible. I don't know what went on, but there's no excuse of it. Oh, because it was a back to back. The Clippers were on a back to back too. The Clippers are older. The Kings are younger. You would think the Kings would have the more energy than the Clippers, and it can't be the excuse. Oh, well, they had to travel. The Clippers didn't. I don't. They were on a back to back the first night, and they stayed home. And the Clippers were traveling. Yeah, they weren't on a back to back, but the Kings were lifeless that game too. They need to figure out something. What's going on with these back to backs? You can't afford to be getting blown out on the second night of a back to back. And that's the other thing. Like, Kings losses, they've had a lot of blowout losses this year. I don't know what it is, but there's not very many games where they just barely lose. When they lose, they lose. It's like either a close win or a blowout loss. They need to figure this out. It's not pretty at all. And yeah, I their next back to back, I believe, is against they play the T Wolves. They played on the 22nd, then on the 23rd, I believe it is. If you're going to that game against the T Wolves, I'm sorry. It's probably going to be like a 30-point game because T Wolves are good. And now the Kings are going to be playing them on a back to back. Yeah, that's not going to be pretty. Not pretty at all unless you're a T Wolves fan. If you're looking to give someone tickets to a game and they're a Kings fan, make sure it is not that T Wolves game or else it's not going to be a good Christmas there. Uh, Clippers shot 37% from three. That's pretty good. You're going to win a lot of games like that, shooting that. 52% overall. Sounds like what the Kings did against the Nets the night before. And yeah, I mean, overall, the Clippers just cleaned house. They just made the Kings look terrible, like one of the worst teams in the league. Keegan, at least he had 17 points, but he was 0 of 5 from three. So yeah, he scored a good amount, but 0 and 5 from three, it's not gonna cut it. Uh, I mean, just look at the stats. Like I said, that's what I kind of had to do because I stopped watching. Like I said, midway through the second quarter, just wasn't worth watching on my end. Hopefully, they can step up against OKC this next game. Uh, they beat them last time, and the Kings didn't have Fox. So we'll see what they can do with Fox. Hopefully, they can come up fired up after getting their butt kicked. Let's hope they can do that. Um, we'll see. It can only go up, right? And they need to work on those back to backs. There's I don't know what's going on. They didn't used to last year. They weren't that bad on back to backs, and their losses. It's almost like they get down by 10. Like, nah, whatever. We'll just. I'm sure that's not what's going on, but that's what it feels like. There's just no life. Like last night was just they were just dead. There was no energy at all. Nothing. Like I don't know. It was I couldn't even stand to watch it. Let me know if you what you think down below. Was I just kind of seeing things, or did it look like that to you as well? Just let me know. I don't know. Something's up with them on back to backs. I don't know if they were just too happy with that win against the Nets. Came out flat. Who knows? Let's get that win against the Thunder. Light the beam.